Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma, getting ready for the Vancouver Island Bead and Jewellery Show. And you're watching Go Island on ShawTV. On today's show, Dan Kahn has tea with someone who's been serving it most of her adult life. And James Green hits the streets to talk to folks about some brand new Oxford Dictionary words. All that and so much more on Go Island. Thank you so much for coming all the way to Metchosin to join us on Go Island today. We are at a lovely little home on Happy Valley Road. Happy to be here because behind us is a studio that creates beautiful, one-of-a-kind jewelry. Tell us about the Vancouver Island Bead and Jewellery Show.
Well, the Vancouver Island Bead and Jewellery Show is the island's ultimate bling fling for jewelry makers and jewelry lovers. So guests to the show, October 4th and 5th at the Saanich Fairgrounds, will be able to shop the show for jewelry making supplies and tools. Beautiful handcrafted local jewelry. Take a wonderful class to learn a new technique or improve on something they already do. Enjoy the free demos and make and takes, and get refreshed in our cafe that's catered by the guys from The Roost.
Now, oh, that's good. Love The Roost. Now here's the thing. Christmas is just around the corner. And see what I'm wearing here? That's right, my friend made this for me, and you can be a little do-it-yourselfer and make a few Christmas gifts this year.
Absolutely, and that's the lovely thing about handcrafted jewelry. Everything comes with a story and a memory, and many of them are just so heartwarming and touching, and every time you wear that piece, you remember who gifted it to you or how you made it and how you learned to do it. It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. We are going to talk a little bit more about the classes, and we're going to meet one of the artists who is making some incredible jewelry by hand. But first, many of us often switch careers 1 or 2 or 3 or even 4 or 5 times in our life. But our very own Dan Kahn sat down and had a cup of tea with a woman who's had one amazing career for many years. There's nothing more, I don't know, regent than sitting and having tea at the Empress. I love it. But you know what I also love? Jewelry. I love it. How can you not love bling? The Vancouver Island Jewellery Show is coming up, and I'm talking to the founder, the brainchild, the bling brain behind the big event. Where did this idea come from, Cheryl?
I have another business, Karen. I am a pearl importer and supplier to people who make jewelry. I attended a bead and jewelry show on the mainland a couple of years ago and realized that we really needed something like that here.
Tell us about some of the workshops that are being offered.
We have a wonderful lineup of classes. We have a full-day class in basics of silversmithing. And most of our classes actually are at the beginner level, so don't be afraid to come out and take a class. We have enameling on copper, we have polymer bead making and metal clay bead making as well. And we also, we're out here in beautiful Metchosin with a lovely artisan, Nicole Valentine Rimmer, who is a lampwork artist, and she's going to demo that as well.
Go online to the website you see on your screen and check it out. It really is a fun day, fun weekend, and I really urge you to sign up for some classes. It's such a great opportunity to learn, and I think an art form that's actually, to me, it seems attainable. Now, there's one thing that I'm not sure I could do, and that is understand some of the new words that are in the Oxford Dictionary. I don't know if it's my age or I'm putting my head in the sand, but there are so many new words that are being added to our language, and our very own James Green hit the streets to find out what you know about all these new lexicons. Well, I have just started my master's at Royal Roads University, and I am learning all sorts of new words that I didn't know existed. My brain hurts, I'm telling you. But one thing that I find very comforting is when I'm surrounded by brilliant artists who are creating wearable art. It's my favorite kind of art, really. Vancouver Island Bead and Jewellery Show is coming up the first weekend of October. We're standing next to one of the artisans, and you look like you're wearing some of your work right now, which is gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about the work you do.
I'm a bead maker by trade. I make glass beads, and I do sort of forayed into metalsmithing about 10 years ago now. I work full time. I teach as well. Similar to glass blowing, but on a little bit of a smaller scale.
And what do you think amateurs like myself who come to the bead show, what kind of things can we learn? Like little simple things that will help us maybe if we want to try making things by ourselves, or maybe just appreciate what we are investing in if we do buy a few little goodies, a little bit of bling at the show.
There is tons to learn at this show. There are classes for beginners to advanced, there's bead making classes, there's chainmail classes, as simple as wire wrapping a bead on a head pin right up to making an elaborate piece. There is many artisans that do a lot of different work. Sometimes you can get inspiration just by looking at somebody else's pieces.
Yeah, we're gonna blow some glass, blow some beads in just a moment. But we have to take a very quick break, but go nowhere. When we come back, we're heading to Shawnigan Lake to meet a guy who built a rat rod. Miss Valentine, what are you creating?
I am creating a pretty simple glass bead, soft glass, so really easy to work in the beginning for beginners. It's really easy to heat. It's really accessible for people to purchase supplies. On a really simple setup, anybody can set this up at home.
Wow. I do love your cute little studio here in Metchosin. It's adorable. I'm envious. Now we have to take a very short break, but go nowhere. Why? Because when we come back, we're gonna stay right here in Metchosin, and we're gonna check out an international art school and more, blowing some glass. Oh yeah, we're getting ready to create some one-of-a-kind jewelry, and we're going to show you how it's made. We're here in Metchosin, talking about the Vancouver Island Bead Jewellery Show. But as we head to Shawnigan Lake, we're going to meet a guy who built a car, a rat rod, and you actually know who this guy is, don't you?
I do. It's a pretty cool car.
Really?
From a metal perspective, it's a clear-coated steel car, and the patina on the car is amazing. I know him well, and he's put a lot of time into it, and it's a pretty amazing car.
Oh my gosh, can't wait to see this story. Don't you love the feel of beads in your hand? Look at these beautiful, gorgeous colors made by, I want to call you Miss Valentine, I don't know why. I just love that word. I'm sure you don't get called that often, but I think it's because I hurt you. Tell us a little bit about these beads I'm holding.
They're all made by me. They're made at home, one by one.
With love.
Any handcrafted artist everything is made individually. Yeah. So a lot of time and effort and a little bit of a learning curve goes into it.
Absolutely, and if you want to get up close and personal, not only with the artisans, but also the beads, the bling, the jewelry, tell us. Everyone needs to come. Where, when, why, and how?
To the Saanich Fairground in the main hall on October 4th and October 5th, which is Saturday and Sunday.
And why?
Well, because they got to come and enjoy 2 days of complete sparkling joy and take a class, learn something new, and just have a wonderful, wonderful, exciting, invigorating, and inspiring time.
Absolutely. Go Christmas shopping. And I want to thank you for watching. We will see you all at the Vancouver Island Bead and Jewellery Show.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.